Welcome to the deep dive. We take a pile of sources, boil them down, and give you the really key stuff.
That's the plan.
And today we're diving into, well, a real giant. Mario Puzo's The Godfather. Came out in '69.
1969, yeah.
And it's not just one of the great crime novels of the century. I mean, for a lot of people, it is the greatest.
Oh, absolutely. It pretty much reshaped the whole genre.
So our mission today, let's unpack why. Why did this book become, like, the blueprint for crime stories? A blueprint that, still shapes pop culture even now.
Right. We want to give you a kind of shortcut to understanding its core, those characters you just can't forget, and maybe surprisingly, its lasting impact.
So think about how you first came across The Godfather. Was it maybe the movie first, that iconic film?
Which is amazing in its own right, of course.
Definitely. Or did you maybe read the book first?
Mhm.
Either way, we want you to think about the novel itself as the foundation. What was it about that original story that grabbed you?
Well, the story behind the story is fascinating, too. It almost didn't even get published.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Mario Puzo, he was apparently deep in debt. He needed a bestseller. His other books hadn't really taken off.
Huh. So this was make or break.
Pretty much. He poured everything into it. It's kind of wild to think this book, this, cultural touchstone, was almost just gone. Never saw the light of day.
Wow. And from that kind of desperate start, you get this narrative that just defined everything after it.
Exactly.
The main plot itself, it's just so compelling. You follow the Corleone family, right? Headed by Vito Corleone, this powerful figure.
Mm-hmm.
And they're navigating this, incredibly dangerous underworld. It's all about power struggles, revenge.
And that intense family loyalty, but mixed up with organized crime, it's complex.
And that story wasn't just good entertainment, was it? It set a whole new standard.
It really did. It humanized these characters,
Mm-hmm.
the criminals.
Yeah.
It dug into why they did what they did.
Right, their motivations.
Yeah, and it created these archetypes. The Don, like Vito, who's calculating but has his own code. The hot-headed son, the reluctant heir. Michael, exactly. That became the template. I mean, think about it. How many mob bosses after Vito were shown with that weird mix of brutality and, family values?
That's true. You see echoes everywhere. That is the Godfather blueprint.
It really is.
Okay, so speaking of the family, the characters are they're why the story works so well, right? But what makes them stick with you, it's more than just being archetypes.
Definitely.
Take Vito. He's a crime boss, obviously. But lots of readers, they feel this strange respect for him. How does Puzo pull that off?
That's a really good question.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't sugarcoat the violence, right? Not at all.
No.
But Vito is shown as, well, a man of his word. Someone who protects his own community, operates by his own rules, because maybe the official system, the justice system, has failed them.
So it makes you question things.
It forces you to think about morality, about power, in ways that are maybe uncomfortable. And then you've got Michael.
Yeah, the youngest son.
Vito's youngest. Starts off as the outsider, the war hero.
Mm-hmm.
Wants nothing to do with the family business.
Right, the clean one.
Exactly. And it's his journey, his reluctant fall into that world, and how he changes, becoming maybe even more ruthless than his father.
Yeah.
That's what really grabs you.
And you can't forget Sonny, the oldest. All impulsive, passionate, quick temper.
Total opposite of Michael in many ways.
Yeah, and Tom Hagen, the adopted son, the conciliere, quiet, loyal, the lawyer, the advisor.
Mm-hmm. The outsider who's an insider.
Their roles just create this incredibly tangled web of relationships. Every choice they make seems to ripple outwards, often, with terrible consequences.
Absolutely. Those dynamics, like Sonny's heat versus Michael's cold logic, Vito's kind of old world wisdom, Hagen's legal perspective, that's what drives the whole thing.
It's the engine. Yeah.
It is. Their personality is what they want, the clashes between them. That makes it so much more than just a crime story. It's a real human drama just happening inside this extraordinary family.
Yeah. Okay, so beyond the plot, what about the deeper stuff? The lasting ideas. It's full of these big themes. Family, power, loyalty, the American dream even.
Yeah.
And crime, obviously.
Right. And Puzo doesn't just list them. He digs into how complicated they are, how they contradict each other sometimes.
How does he do that? Does he force you to confront them?
Yeah, I think so. Take loyalty. It's constantly being tested, redefined. There's that famous line from Vito. Friendship is everything. Friendship is more than talent.
It is more than the government.
It is almost the equal of family.
Yeah, that sums it up, doesn't it? These personal bonds, even inside a criminal world, they become the real currency, often more important than the law.
And that connects right into the whole American dream idea, doesn't it? For the Corleones, the dream isn't just about getting rich.
No, it's about control, security for the family.
Yeah.
But they achieve it using methods that are, well, outside traditional morality.
It's that dark side of the dream. You mentioned a chilling warning earlier. There's another quote that sticks with me from Michael this time.
Oh, which one? He's reflecting, and he says something like, "My father taught me many things here. He taught me you can have a friend, and he can still stab you in the back."
Oof. Yeah, that hits hard.
It really shows the paranoia, right? The cost of that kind of power, even with people you think you trust.
Absolutely. It reveals the constant tension, the danger inherent in their world.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, well, how do these ideas of power and loyalty play out elsewhere in regular society or even, in your own life?
The book doesn't give easy answers.
Not at all.
Yeah.
It just shows you human nature under, immense pressure.
So when the book came out, the impact was just enormous.
Huge. It blew people away. And like we said, it totally changed the crime genre. But the legacy, well, that really got cemented when it went from the page to the screen.
The movie.
That connection from Puzo's novel to Francis Ford Coppola's film, it's legendary.
And the film is brilliant, no question. But does the book offer things the movie couldn't?
Well, yeah, inevitably. The novel gives you more room for, backstory, internal thoughts. You get deeper into Vito's early life, for instance.
Okay. More context for why he is the way he is.
Exactly. It adds layers to the character's psychology, their whole journey. You understand them maybe even more richly.
And its relevance now, decades later.
It's still completely relevant. Timeless, really. It's not just some old book. It's become this massive cultural symbol.
Yeah, it has.
It still influences how stories are told, across movies, TV, everything. And it shapes how we think about power, family, ambition. It's just part of our cultural language now.
It really is. Global, even.
Absolutely. I think the reason the Godfather novel lasts is because it explores human nature so deeply, those power dynamics, the gray areas between good and bad.
It makes us think.
It does. It keeps making us think about the choices people make when they're dealing with loyalty, survival, and chasing their own version of that American dream.
So wrapping up our deep dive into Mario Puzo's The Godfather, from its pretty surprising start.
Born out of desperation.
Right. To its gripping story, those characters you just don't forget, and these really deep themes underscored by those lines that just stick in your head.
Yeah, powerful stuff.
It really is a timeless piece of literature and, yeah, a cultural cornerstone. No doubt about it.
So, as you're thinking about all this, maybe consider, why do these stories about power and family loyalty still hit so hard today?
That's a good question.
And what parts of the American dream we see in the book? Maybe the darker parts. How do they still challenge how we think about success and morality now?
Definitely food for thought. We hope this encourages you to explore The Godfather more. Maybe pick up the novel if you haven't, or maybe reread it with some of these ideas in mind.
Yeah, what were your own aha moments listening to this?
Let those thoughts kick off your next great read.